y'all, this is Kris. Welcome back to the channel. We're going on a little bit of a field trip today because we're going to go tear up somebody else's kitchen while we make chicken stock. So what we're doing during the Three Rivers Challenge, and there's more about, I'll link another video below about what we're doing for the Three Rivers Challenge, but part of that challenge is to clean out the freezers, make sure we have room for new items coming in this spring and summer. So we're going to make chicken stock with a bunch of leftover stuff that I found in the freezer when I did my inventory the other day. So, is it worth it, y'all? We're going to find out if homemade chicken stock is really worth it compared to store-bought. Alrighty? Welcome to our secondary location. We have a nice, clean, lovely stove that we get to work on. So, like I said before, this is a part of the pantry challenge. I'm trying to get rid of stuff out of the freezer. We have actually taken a ton out. So I'm going to go through the ingredients that I'm going to use that I've been kind of hanging on to throughout the year so I can do this. So, Thanksgiving, we had a turkey. So we have the turkey carcass. So we're going to throw that in. Right into the pot. Let me go get the other proteins real quick. Hold on. So, again, look, 11/20/23. We've got all the giblets. I did not make giblet gravy this time, so guess what? In we go. That put down. And then it looks like back, oh, this is dripping bad. Hold on, y'all. Back in May, it looks like, I processed some chickens apparently. And this is the bones, skins, and organs of those chickens. Obviously, I don't have chickens, and I didn't butcher them. It was store-bought, but we kept all the extra pieces that we didn't use, and now we're going to use them. What's cool, too, is this would have been, most people would have considered this waste, so here we go. Into the pot. Okay, we're going to put this in the sink, because it's like, okay, next thing. Throughout the year, which it doesn't take long for me to build this up because I eat a ton of onions. Onions are mostly in all my recipes. These are like the ends and the skin. So like when you peel your onions, instead of putting them directly in the compost pile, get you a good gallon-sized bag of onion peels. And guess what? Put them in. It would have been trash. Now you're making stock. And then one more thing, which this is going to be a lot, but that's okay because I think what I might do is double process this, but we'll see. Hold on. And then obviously this is the other ingredient that I put in my stock. And I love the way I labeled this. Celery for stock. Just so I knew. So what this usually is this is the end pieces that you take off or the leaves that you take off. Some people, which I have not tried yet because I do have a freeze dryer, they freeze dry their celery bits and bobs. But I went ahead and froze them this time because I think I freeze dried celery, but I haven't freeze dried the leaves yet. So this was all I think I got celery like 25 cents a bag one time. And so I bought enough to fill up my freeze dryer, and this is what was left. So guess where this is going? Into the stock. If I can get it to quit dripping. Quick, go. All right. Now, I'll bring you in real quick so you can see the hot mess that this pot is. Come right over here. So, there's a lot of stuff in there. It is going to reduce, and I will, we're going to fill that all the way up. Let me sit you down. We're going to fill that all the way up with water. And we're going to probably process that overnight on the lowest setting possible on this stove. And then, like I said, depending on, I'm just wiping up my mess real quick before it gets all over the floor. Oh, my head's cut off. So depending on how the flavor is with this, we're gonna cook it all night. And then I may process a second time. The only thing else I'm gonna add to this pot, salt, pepper, maybe some garlic powder because I didn't throw any garlic in there. And then we'll see. So whenever this is done tomorrow, we'll bring you back and show you what we got. Good morning, everybody. We are back, and this is what the stock looks like after 14 hours. So it's pretty good. I think these two, this is 5 quarts and this is 5 quarts, so 10, somewhere between 15 and 18 quarts of stock is what we got out of that canner load. So there is a lot of nutrients left, as the bones and whatnot aren't that finished processing, I guess, if that's what you'll say. Here, let me walk you over to the pot. That's all the stuff that's left. So we may reprocess again. Either way, we are going to, good morning. We are going to let this cool for a little bit, and then we'll be back to jar this and can it after we can pull some of the fat off. All right, y'all, so it's later on in the day. I brought back the, obviously we're not at my other location. I brought back the stock pot after I emptied it, and, hold on. Set that right there. And I went ahead and decided to do another batch with the scraps that were already in here, and my oh my, I am sure glad I did not waste, because that's another full stock pot ready to be strained. So let's get it strained and see what it looks like. This has been going, oh, what time is it? How late are we? 4 o'clock. So this has been going probably 8 hours. Yeah, this is about an 8-hour batch. So, all right, here we go. Let's go strain it and see what it looks like. All right, pro tip. See the towel? I'm trying to get the last little bit out of here. See all that? But I don't want that to all fall in my bowl. So it's slowly draining. So yeah, there's your hack for the day. Hack for the day. Keep her draining. Look how gorgeous. And this is the second time. So beautiful. I tell you what, the onion skins do such a great job coloring the stock. Ugh. So good. So good. And that's why you keep going for a little bit after you get it all out, because you end up with a couple more quarts. Let's see. Yeah, that's like 4 liters. 16 cups extra. So don't let anything go to waste. Look how pretty. Oh, let's go look and see what's left. So what's left is all this. And it's a jumbled hot mess in there, but there's still some good meat in there. Probably feed that to the dogs after it cools off. But the rest of that either goes to the compost, or if you have chickens or pigs, or you just make sure you get all the bones out of there and let them have at it. Well, we finally made it back over to our first batch, and look how gorgeous. You can tell which one was poured from the bottom of the pot because it's got a little sediment in it. These were from the top. So obviously it sat long enough to cool off completely, and then the sediment fell to the bottom. So we got one more. I need about that much more. So there's another trick for you. Wet a coffee filter and put it in the top of your funnel if you don't want all that sediment in there. It takes a little bit because it drips, but cuts down on the sediment. So I estimated 15 to 18, and it looks like we got 13. So we were close. I'll take 13, and then we're going to put lids on these in rings and then head back over to my house and finish the canning process in the big canner with the second batch. So we'll see you back over at my house. All right, we're back at the house. These are the ones that I did first. So this is the first batch, and those are the second batch. And you can definitely tell a difference in the intensity of the color. So flavor-wise, they're very similar, but the color, definitely a huge difference. So there we go. We're gonna can those up and have probably 2 cases or more of turkey stock or chicken stock in quart jars ready for the pantry. Hey guys, it's the third day. We oh, there they are. I still need to wash them, but they're out. They're canned. We had 100% success rate for seals. I'm tired. I think the canners ran until like 11 o'clock, just giving it time to cool and whatnot. So I'm totally grateful for the process. I'm glad we got that done. Freezer's empty. Now these are going to go into storage, and we're not going to have to can stock for a really, really long time, which is great. So was it worth it? For me, stock, it's always worth it. I'm not even going to go shopping with you, because I can tell you, go to the store and go read the back of those labels, and the stuff that's in them is just gross. So for me, stock, whether it be beef, pork, chicken, whatever, every single time we make stock,
it's worth it. So thanks so much for hanging out with us again. Sorry this took like 3 days, but yeah, that was a long process because that was a lot of stock. And I'm so glad I tried to do 2 goes with the stuff because it worked. I was impressed. I got more out of it than I thought I would. So alrighty, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.